This video and the succeeding ones are from my Comfort Teen class. They tackle what we, the students, are passionate about and how we want to share them with the viewers. So, hope you enjoy. My Marvel collection. So you probably guessed what this video is about, and it's about how I got into collecting and maybe how you can get in it too, because this series is about me talking about my hobbies and how they play a role in my life. There are also recommendations for you if you're starting to look for a new hobby or new thing to do. Okay, so we're going to Comic Odyssey today, and I'm with my good friend Darren. I'm gonna show you where to get comics. This one is located in Robinson's Galleria, so if you come across this place, this is where you get comic books. We are steps away from the shop. Here we are. Oops. That's Comic Odyssey. So, when you're looking for books, I think it's best if you have a list. So, just to make sure you're not impulse buying. So the hardest thing when you buy comic books is when you see really good titles. Normally they're more expensive because they're the newer ones, but yeah, it's a question you have to answer. So now I'm contemplating if I'm gonna get that. Thank you. Okay, so we're done buying our books, and now we're gonna show you the books we bought. So, I got home, but Darren went to his house already. So, it's just gonna be me showing what I bought today, and then the next part is me talking about the hobby itself, the tips and steps in starting the hobby. But it was taken 2 days ago, so it might look weird, but hey, I think it's gonna work. Okay, so I bought a total of 5 books. They all went for 25 pesos each, so they were all steals. I wasn't able to buy the other one that I showed a while ago because we had to go home and it was so expensive, so we had to settle for these guys. But anyway, these are several first issues from different publishers. So that one was from DC, and it's Infinity Man, Evil Empire, then Bunker, which I don't know about. I just got it because it's issue 2, and I think I can complete it. Yeah, then the next one is this, another issue 1, and the last one is another DC comic book. So, now that I've shown you the ones that I bought and I've shown you the place where I buy comic books, I think it's time to move on to the next part. So yeah, let's go down to the basics and talk about how I got into collecting. So, I started collecting comic books when I was in 3rd year high school. It was in 2014, and my friend Darren was the one who introduced me to it. So yeah, I started with these comics, which I found from my old collection. Like back when I was in grade school, I collected, the K-Zone magazines, and this was one of the things I bought it with. Then next is this. These are hardbound comic books. Mostly they're Marvel because I found them in book sale. So that was my next attempt at collecting. Then I started collecting the single issues. So this is Batman Eternal, one of my first ever comic book, legit comic books that I bought, and it is a weekly run. So it talks about the different enemies of Batman. So like the Riddler, the Joker, Catwoman, the Penguin, as they terrorize Gotham City. So now I'm gonna talk about the technical aspects of collecting, I guess, and how if you really want to start collecting, what are the things you need to take note of. So the first step is look for a specific character or a story that you want to get into. So me, I started with the Batman Eternal comic book, which is about Batman. So, and I'm a very big fan of Batman. So that started my collection. Then, second is how. How are you going to acquire the stories? Okay. First, of course, you have the hard copy, the regular copy, but also you have the digital copy. So yeah, you choose on how you're gonna acquire the comic book. The next one is how much. I think you have to gauge how much you're willing to spend on it. That's why you have to, really be sure which ones you're gonna buy. So, regular comic books cost around 165 pesos. Okay, it's very pricey if you're starting out. So I suggest you go for the more affordable ones. You kind of somehow gauge which titles you really want to read. I think those are just the three things you have to take into account. So one, what do you want to read? And two, how are you gonna acquire them? And the third one is how much are you willing to spend on it? Yeah, so those three steps are the first steps on how you can get into collecting. And I think like if you're really interested in doing this, you just follow those steps.